I'm Dr. Michael Fayne. I'm a clinical psychologist with the Freedom Institute staff. And today I'm going to be leading you through a brief guided mindfulness meditation. Mindfulness meditation is a type of meditation that derives from ancient Buddhist practices, but here is presented in a totally secular manner and is intended to help you achieve a greater level of calm and mastery of yourself and your emotions during these difficult times. Let me give you a very basic definition of what mindfulness is. It is to pay attention, something we all do all the time, but in three particular ways: on purpose, to the present moment, and in a spirit of acceptance. The first of those ways, paying attention on purpose, just simply refers to the fact that you're not attending to something involuntarily, but you're choosing to focus your mind on it. The second part of that, paying attention to the present moment, refers to the fact that actually we live the vast majority of our lives not in the present moment. Somewhere in the future, somewhere in the past, somewhere else. But in fact, for this next stretch of time, we're going to endeavor to just be where we are, doing the thing we're doing and nothing else, which will be breathing, by the way. And the third component of that is in a spirit of acceptance. Again, most of us, whether we realize it or not, are constantly critiquing and judging our experience and ourselves. Good enough, bad enough, we like it, we don't like it. We can't help but do this. But for the next few minutes, as we do this meditation, we're going to endeavor to cultivate the ability to just simply accept the moment as it is and accept ourselves as we're doing it. So in other words, there's no good or bad way to do this meditation. There's no better or worse meditation. The only thing is, as best you can, to be present to what we're doing. And there's a vast body of research, by the way, to show that the regular practice of this meditation is associated with better outcomes with almost every psychological, psychiatric, and physical variable one can imagine. No time to get into that now, but simply cultivating, doing this practice on a regular basis, a few minutes a day, would help you in all kinds of ways. Okay, so just a word about posture. I assume you're sitting in a straight back chair. So you want to sit, first of all, with your feet on the floor, your legs not crossed. Your back, and this is very important, your back and spine should be erect but relaxed. So straight up, not slouched in any way, but also not tensed and stiff. Your head should just sort of rest lightly atop your spine, not leaning backward or sliding forward. Your hands could either be clasped comfortably in your lap, or if it feels better for you, just placed on your knees. Whatever feels right to you. Your eyes could be open or closed, whichever feels more conducive. If you wish to keep them open, then I suggest you let your gaze drop to about 2 feet in front of you and to remain unfocused. So eyes open, sort of half open, but not actually looking at anything in particular. Okay, so I'm going to ring a bell and then guide you through the basics of this type of meditation. At times, there will be stretches of time when I don't say anything, when there's just silence. And during that time, just do the best you can with following the breath on your own. So just allowing your awareness to settle in more fully into your physical body. If you like, you can begin this by bringing the mind down entirely into the soles of your feet. Just seeing if, in a sense, your whole self can reside in the soles of your feet. Noticing as closely as you can all the nuances of the sensations involved with the feet being on the floor. Actually, quite a complexity of sensation you would not otherwise pay any attention to. So just lingering there for a moment. And then as you're ready, letting your awareness rise up through your body, kind of like a soft light. Noticing as you go the body and the sensations in all parts of it that you encounter. If you like, pick out a body part you would otherwise not even notice. The crook of your elbow, your shoulder, and just dwell for a second, taking in the actual sensations that your body experiences there. Rising up all the way from the feet up to the top of the scalp. And then as you're ready, letting the awareness come in more closely to a particular sensation, which is that of the breath going in and out of your nose. So again, seeing if, in a sense, your entire awareness can reside for a moment or two in your nostrils. No place else. Nothing else. Noting the myriad sensations and small nuances of each in-breath, each out-breath. The difference between an in-breath and an out-breath. Difference in temperature. Noting how the nostrils pull in just a bit as you inhale and push out just a bit as you exhale. And then seeing if you can be present to this breath, one breath at a time. Just this breath. As we do this, you might find that it's not easy to do, that all manner of thoughts immediately start carrying you away. And this is not a problem. Thoughts are there constantly. But each time you notice that your attention has wandered, just simply coming back to the next breath and seeing if it's possible to follow the breath in the foreground of your awareness. That is, don't fight the thoughts. Let them be there. Let them be whatever they are in the background. But can you return breath by breath to the next breath in the foreground of your mind? And now, following the breath a bit deeper into the body and letting the scope of your awareness expand to include noticing how the breath moves in your torso and your lungs, the way the lungs fill up and the chest expands with each in-breath, and the way it all sinks down on an out-breath. So again, locating your awareness just there in the chest and the lungs. Do you notice how the skin tightens just slightly as the chest expands on an in-breath? And then it softens and contracts on an out-breath. And then following the breath more deeply into your body and bringing your mind to rest in your belly. Noticing how the breath on an in-breath fills up the belly, and then on the out-breath it settles back down. It's as if there's a little balloon in your belly, and it inflates, and then it deflates. And seeing for yourself how fully you can let your awareness reside in the belly. Noticing all of the musculature movements, all the stomach sensations. All the activity that accompanies each breath. And now, if you haven't done so already, if you like, widening the scope of awareness to treat each breath as a wave, as kind of a full cycle, a wave that enters you at your nostrils, it fills up your lungs and your torso and your belly. And there's just an infinitesimal little point of stillness as the in-breath has finished and the out-breath hasn't yet begun. And then this wave flows back out of you again. And again, an infinitesimal point of stillness as the out-breath has finished and the next in-breath has just yet to begin. So seeing if you can lightly ride that wave in between those two tiny still points as the wave of breath fills you up and then flows back out again. Each breath all by itself. This breath. And now this breath. So for the next few moments, I will not give any instruction and just follow the breath on your own in this way. And as you notice your mind wandering, just simply coming back to the next breath in the forefront of your awareness. No struggle, just coming back to the breath each time. Are you still with us, or did you wander off someplace? In any case, just coming back to this next breath. One way to think of it that might be useful is that we always have an unending river of thoughts, emotions, reactions, activity coursing through our minds all the time. We can't stop this river. It's always flowing. But there's a big difference between being in the river, floundering around, trying to swim, which is how we mostly are with our thoughts and our mental life. We treat it as if it is completely reality as it is happening. It's a river that we're in. There's a big difference between that and sitting on the riverbank and allowing it to go by. So that's what we strive for in this meditation. It's a kind of crucial little distance of sitting on the riverbank, letting this river of thoughts pass by. And by the way, noticing that everything passes by. And just bringing the awareness back to the one thing that is actually real, which is you breathing. This next breath. So for the next few minutes, as best you can, just taking it one breath at a time and being fully present to the in-breath in all of its subtleties, and into the out-breath as it flows out of you. If you like, you can have some sense on the out-breath of letting go, whatever it is you need to let go of. As the breath flows out, that there's a kind of a release. So if you continue with this type of meditation, mindfulness meditation, which is available in this world in many, many forms, I guarantee you that over time you will come to associate a greater sense of calm and groundedness with your breath. And that's an important matter because the breath is always with you. So if you practice this meditation, then really in any moment, in any event, in any place, you can find a measure of calm by just coming back in your awareness to the breath. In a moment or two, I will ring the bell, bringing this meditation to a close. So I encourage you, if you like, to keep on following your breath in this meditative way, even now, after this exercise is over, I encourage you to explore the possibilities of mindfulness meditation that are out there in the world, and including available at Freedom Institute in various ways. And most of all, I encourage you to have the understanding that at any moment you can achieve a measure of calm and groundedness by bringing your awareness to your breathing. So thank you for joining me. So long.